So hi guys, welcome to the second lecture for profit and loss, right? So in this video, we are going to discuss two other concepts that are involved, that is marked price and discount, correct? Marked price and discount, the two other concepts that are there, correct? So what do you mean by marked price? So marked price, see guys, is also known as list price. अब ये होता क्या है? So you go to a Levi's store, एक jeans लगी है, right? Jeans पे एक tag है. So the price on the tag, right? This can also be referred to as tag price, right? The price that is available on the tag is also termed as mark price, right? Discount, so monetary loss, or let's say a discount is simply a discount. What do I justify in it? What do I simplify in it? Okay, so basically whatever the shopkeeper is lessing by whatever value, okay, the mark price, that is termed as your discount, right? So amount by which marked price is reduced, right? Amount by which marked price is reduced, that is termed as discount बोल दिया, right? अब एक चीज समझो, that marked price minus discount, right? Marked price minus discount is equal to selling price, right? So marked price minus discount is equal to selling price, or what we can say in this also is that if my discount is equal to 0, then my marked price is equal to selling price, right? It is never possible that my marked price can never be less than the selling price. So marked price can never be less than the selling price. It can be equal to the selling price, it can be higher than the selling price, but my marked price can never be equal to the or less than the selling price. So right, so from the marked price, when the discount is removed, you arrive at your selling price, right? अब आ जाते हैं कि इसकी कैलकुलेशन क्या होती है. So a very important term to be calculated over here is discount percentage. So discount percentage again has a very simple value, that is my discount value divided by the mark price. So discount value divided by mark price would give me the multiplying factor, and always remember discount works as a percentage loss, percentage decrease, right? So it will always follow one minus fraction, and that will give you the discount percentage ka multiplying factor, right? So you always have to remember that. One more thing that you have to remember in discount and mark price is that my discount is always calculated on the marked price. My discount is always calculated on the marked price, right? One more thing that you can tell is that my discount percent can also be said to be equal to selling price divided by the market price. And this is again obviously giving you the multiplying factor. So selling price divided by the market price will also give you the multiplying factor for discount, right? So that is something that you will have to calculate, right? Discount always works as a percentage loss. That is something that you always have to remember, right? Let's solve a few questions so that आपकी understanding better हो सके with respect to discount and mark price and all. Okay, so let's say the mark price of an article is 200, right? Mark price of an article is 200 and the discount offered over here is 80 rupees. So let's say the discount offered over here is 80 rupees, correct? So if the discount offered is 80 rupees, how will you calculate your discount percentage? Your discount percentage will be calculated as discount divided by mark price. So discount divided by mark price will give you this will give you 2 divided by 5, or 2 divided by 5 simply tells you a discount of 40%, right? So when you have the mark price, when you have the discount and you have to calculate the discount percentage, the only thing to be required is discount divided by mark price, and that will directly give you the discount percentage. Similarly, let's say take one more question. Let's say your mark price is equal to 300. Mark price is equal to 300. Your discount value is equal to 100 rupees, right? What is the discount percentage? It is discount divided by mark price. So discount is always calculated with respect to mark price. This goes 1 by 3. 1 by 3 simply tells you 33.33% ka discount. right? So if the discount is given, if the marked price is given, you can directly calculate the discount percentage to be equal to, directly you can calculate the discount percentage. Whereas, let's say, see two examples, two cases we took. एक में discount के through से discount percentage and एक में selling price के through discount percentage. So when the question is with respect to selling price, so let's say my marked price is 200 rupees, right? My selling price is 80 rupees, right? My selling price is 80 rupees. What will be the discount percentage? So discount percentage would be selling price divided by marked price. So that simply means what? 80 divided by 120. This gives you, sorry, 80 divided by 200. This gives you 2 by 5. But does it mean that a discount of 40% is applied? No. This is not direct, right? This is the multiplying factor for discount, right? This will give you the multiplying factor for discount percentage. So this simply means that this is nothing but 1 minus fraction. This is nothing but 1 minus fraction is equal to multiplying factor. So 1 minus fraction is equal to 2 by 5. Fraction is equal to 3 by 5. And 3 by 5 tells you a 60% ka discount. Right? So whenever you will be calculating it with selling price and mark price, always remember that this is giving you the multiplying factor of percentage decrease. Right? Whereas if you're calculating it with respect to discount and mark price, it directly gives you the discount percentage ka value. This is direct. Right? This is direct. This is via multiplying factor. Right? So that is something that you will have to remember. Okay, let's solve one more question. Let's say my mark price is 500. Let's say that my mark price is 500 and my selling price is equal to 425. Correct? I have to calculate the discount percentage. So my discount percentage would be selling price divided by mark price. That will be 425 divided by 500. Now 425 divided by 500 would be what? 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. 17 divided by 20. So 17 divided by 20 is nothing but the multiplying factor. Correct? It's the multiplying factor. So my fraction for discount is going to be equal to what? 1 minus multiplying factor, that is 1 minus 17 by 20, that is 3 by 20. Now I know that 1 by 20 is 5%, so 3 by 20 is going to be 15%. So in this case, we are giving a discount of 15%. Right? In this case, we are giving a discount of 15%. Right? Another, it could come in a twisted way. Let's say it will give you that my selling price is equal to 200 rupees and my discount is equal to 50%. Give me the marked price. Right? So what do we have? What do we have? That marked multiplying factor of discount was equal to what? Selling price divided by mark price. This is what we were doing. By selling price by mark price was giving me the multiplying factor. So can I say that multiplying factor is nothing but equal to selling price by mark price? Now from here, mark price ka value will be equal to selling price divided by multiplying factor. Now my selling price is 200. My multiplying factor is, fraction is 1 by 2. Multiplying factor for discount is decrease mein. So 1 minus 1 by 2. It will be 1 by 2 itself. Right? So this would mean nothing but 200 multiplied by 1 by 2. Sorry, multiplied by 2 by 1. Correct? This will give me a marked price of 400 rupees. Correct? This would give me, so you always have to remember the basic equation. That multiplying factor of discount is equal to selling price by mark price. Selling price by mark price gives you the multiplying factor of discount. Let's take one more question. Right? एक और question करके देखते हैं. What does it tell you? Let's say that my selling price is equal to 300. Right? And my discount percentage is equal to 40%. Right? Calculate the mark price. So mark price is what? Mark price is selling price divided by multiplying factor. Mark price is what? Selling price divided by multiplying factor. So discount 40% है तो mark price कितना होगा? 1 minus fraction. Fraction of 40% is 2 by 5. So multiplying factor is 3 by 5. So my selling price is 300 divided by 3 by 5. This becomes nothing but 300 multiplied by 5 by 3. This goes 100. 100 into 5, 500 is your mark price. So it could twist in any format. It might give you the multiplying factor and mark price, might ask you the selling price. It might give you the selling price multiplying factor, might ask you the mark price. It might give you selling price and mark price, and it might ask you the multiplying factor, or basically there is a discount percentage. So no matter which form it asks, there is just one single formula, that multiplying factor is equal to selling price by mark price. If you remember that, every single question from mark price and discount would be very easy for you to solve. Now, if you're done with this, if you've understood this, there's a section quiz waiting for you. Go and solve that, and post that we'll be solving some questions again live. Right?